Hey guys, thanks for joining Learn to Play. My name is Lance, and we're at Gen Con 2016 for day 2. I'm here with Greenbrier Games, and we're looking at Grimslingers. So, can you give me a quick overview of the game, just kind of a basic idea, and then we're going to jump behind the camera and take a look at what this game is in depth.
Absolutely. In Grimslingers, you are a Grimslinger. You are initially doing a PvP where you're learning how to become a Grimslinger and fighting each other in training. Using your element spells. Once you've established and have an adeptness in them, then you do the full co-op campaign play where you go on an adventure. You're a Grimslinger. The Iron Witch has found you interesting enough that he has decided to hollow you out, fill you with wires and magic bits, put you back together, and make you his pawn. You wake up, you vaguely remember being a cat or a humanoid with a bear companion who's studying you to find out the ways of humans. But mostly you don't remember much of anything, and he's decided you're going to go into training. Your basic training starts with the basic duels game. That game involves taking your 6 spells, element spells, and playing them against another player. For a 2-player game, it's as simple as that. Your hand is 6, you're picking a spell, and you're playing them against your opponent. So let's say I chose, well actually I'd be all sneaky about it, I'd put it down, you'd pick yours, you'd put it down, we kind of size each other up, a tumbleweed would roll by, and then we'd flip. Now, it depends on what you get. In this case, lightning beats water, earth beats lightning. I picked wind. They were at a cross purposes. If I had picked water, well then I would have lost, I would have taken the damage points that it had given me. Since this is at a cross purposes, which happens quite frequently with only 2 players because there's 6 different varieties, you would settle it with a quick game of modified blackjack, as cowboys would want to do. So, in which case, I would put down the first 2 cards. I have a 5, I'm higher, I'll go first. At 5, I push, I'm at 7, and now I'm over, I have lost, and therefore, lightning does double damage to me, so I'm going to be taking, instead of 3 damage, I'm taking 6. It says and gain 1 EP. I do not get that because I'm already maxed out. That really doesn't help me. I'm taking 6. I'm already down to 4 hit points out of 10. So as you can see, it is a fast game. It's a knock 'em out game. Now with only 2 people, you don't have to worry about targeting. But once you get more than 2 people, you get your target cards. So when you put down your spell cards, you're also putting down your target cards. I'm pink, who I target's on the back. So I would have taken this, I would have hidden it, I would have put it down, I would have flipped it. I'm targeting red. Now let's say there's also a blue player. If I targeted red, red targeted blue, blue targeted pink, we all just hit each other, we all just take damage, that's it. The only time it resolves the way I just explained it to you with 2 people is if we target each other. So if I targeted red, red targeted pink, then we would do the same thing that we had just done where it resolves out, and if it doesn't, if there isn't a rock, paper, scissors beats, we would do the blackjack. If blue over here targeted me, I'd also have to take that damage. That's the basic game. Now, that's quick, it's fast, it doesn't take any time to play, you master it pretty quickly. It's good for a palate cleanser, but that's about it. Now you want to add more meat to it. In order to do that, in addition to your 6, I think I've just combined them all, it's all right. In addition to your 6 spells, you have 3 separate decks you can add to the game in any combination. At the beginning of the game, you say, okay, let's also add, and then you play with those 3 decks. 1, 2, or 3 of them, it doesn't matter. You've got your signature spells. Each person gets 2 signature spells, so now your hand goes from 6 to 8. You also have item cards. Item cards are face down, and you pick them up as you're picking your spells in that first phase. You can have up to 2 in your hand, and then 1 that is in effect, so for a max of 3, so your hand is only at a max of 10. The third card is your archetype. An archetype changes your stats, the stats of your character, but then augments your spell's abilities. And that's in full effect the entire game as well. You can play with any combination thereof. So for example, I love the items. I think they're funny. I think the descriptions of them are hilarious. So sometimes I'll just play because I don't want it to be too much longer. So I'll just play with the items and forego the extra spells and the archetype just to amuse myself, because I can. That's the PvP. So that's the second layer of PvP. Once you've mastered all of that, the Iron Witch says, you know what? You're a Grimslinger now, you're good. I'm gonna send you on a mission. And he does. He sends you on a mission to go kill the Witch King, because the Witch King, he's been infringing on the Witch King's turf. The Witch King has noticed, is out to kill him, and rather than meet him mano a mano, he does he's very clever and crafty and sends you out as his pawns to do his dirty work for him. So you go on an adventure. The Tall Tales book gives you lots of different choices of what to do, and then on the way you travel the map and you can have different types of encounters. So there's the main story, but there are little side events. You can encounter different monsters like the Chupacabra, or the Jackalope, which is my personal favorite. I think he's adorable. I would like to adopt him as a pet. The blood just adds to the cuteness, I swear. They have their own decks that you're fighting against. You can have side encounters. There's weather. You can level up. There's different abilities you can have once you level up. All of this happens throughout the course of the gameplay, and so now you've gone from a PvP to a co-op, and you've gone from a 15-minute game to an hour to 90-minute campaign. And all of it comes in one little box. And that's it.
All right, so that was a quick overview of Grimslingers. Stay tuned, we'll be doing a full Learn to Play video on this in the future. So basically this game you said is going to come out around September, mid-September.
Correct.
And it'll be about $30. And there is possibility for new scenarios and new cards coming in the future as well. So guys, stay tuned for that as well. And as always, thank you for joining Learn to Play. See you guys later.